wasn't. We didn't like the words Christ was teaching us.
Right.
We despise that. Here he go again teaching the law. There he go again telling us to eat the right things. Here he go again telling us we can't act this way. Matter of fact, I think Christ is breaking the law.
Right.
Because how is he healing men? How is he healing people on the Sabbath day? You're doing work. They had no understanding.
I just need a little faith in the Most High. He order all the steps I take. Time may get weary, but I gotta keep the pace. The clock is ticking, day of the Lord ain't gon' wait. I will walk the water for your grace.
It says something about Israel. Give me Genesis 32 and 28.
The book of Genesis, chapter 32, and verse number 28. And he said, thy name shall be no more called Jacob.
Thy name shall be no more called Jacob, because we understand Jacob is the father of the 12 tribes, right?
But Israel.
But Israel. But what does Israel mean, Reed?
For as a prince hast thou power with God and with men, and has prevailed.
Prince of the power with God and men that has prevailed. But we not tapped into that. We have the power. That's what our name means, Israel. But do we have the power? We don't, because we don't follow God's law. But if we had that and we were tapped into that, we will prevail, and that's a strong name. That's a strong name.
Surname. The Lord's surname is with Israel.
The Lord's surnamed us with Israel.
The other one he told me, he said, Christ's original name is Emmanuel. The reason why he said that is because if you look at the spelling of it, it says I-am-M-A-N-U-E-L, which is I man and spirit.
Okay, let's teach.
God is with us.
Let's teach. So the man, so I'm just gonna repeat so they can hear. So the brother said Christ's name is Emmanuel, right? Let's get Isaiah. Let's get Isaiah. What is that? Isaiah, a son shall come. A son shall come, and his name shall be Emmanuel. I understand it, but is that Christ's name though? We will say, in our studies, we will say it doesn't teach that, but can it be applied to Christ? Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. Let's get right. Let's get
Genesis 49 and 10.
I think you get that.
What you want? You want his name to be Emmanuel?
Yeah, that's not Isaiah.
Okay.
And then I want I'm losing. This is
7 to 14.
Isaiah 7 to 14? Yeah, Isaiah 7. Right. And then let's go to Christ and let's go to Luke.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 7, and verse 14. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 7, and verse 14. Therefore the Lord himself shall give you a sign. Behold, a virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and shall call his name Emmanuel.
Okay, so this is a prophecy that's been given to Isaiah. Start at verse 1.
God. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 7, and verse 1. And it came to pass in the days of Ahaz, the son of Jotham, the son of Uzziah, king of Judah, that Rezin, the king of Syria, and Pekah, the son of Remaliah, king of Israel, went up toward Jerusalem to war against it, but could not prevail against it.
All right, so they're going up to war. This is what that's getting ready to take place. Let's see. Jump down to start at 10. Jump down to 10.
This is verse 10. Moreover, the Lord spake again unto Ahaz, saying, Ask thee a sign of the Lord thy God. Ask it either in the depth or in the height above.
Read.
But Ahaz said, I will not ask, neither will I tempt the Lord.
Read.
And he said, hear ye now, O house of David. Is it a small thing for you to weary men, but will you weary me, my God also?
Right? So this is a sign that asking. Ahaz not going to tempt God. You're not going to worry me. Read.
5. Therefore the Lord himself shall give you a sign. Behold, a virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and shall call his name Emmanuel.
Emmanuel. But who is that son? That's Ahaz's son. That's not Christ. Verse 16.
Verse 16. For before the child shall know to refuse the evil and choose the good, the land that thou abhorrest shall be forsaken of both her kings.
And that's going to be a sign. Jump to Isaiah 8, verse 1.
It's Isaiah 8 and 1.
Oh, you did? Okay. Okay, go.
God. Moreover, the Lord said unto me, take thee a great roll and write it with a man's pen concerning Maher Shalal Hashbaz.
And that will be, if I'm not mistaken, that will be Emmanuel. That will be Emmanuel. That prophecy will be immediately fulfilled. But can it be applied to Christ? It can, because the name has that meaning. Even Joshua and Christ have the same name, Yeshua, right? Right. So, but we're not going to say that prophecy is. The Bible's not saying that that's teaching exact. This is the prophecy of Christ. No. When we read it, it was immediately fulfilled in the next.
Show you that prophecy.
In the next chapter, which you got, Okay, go ahead. Get that. Oh yeah. Let's go to prophecy of Christ. Isaiah what? 43, 48, 43.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 53, verse 1. Who have believed our report, and to whom is the arm of the Lord revealed? For he shall grow up before him as a tender plant, and as a root out of a dry ground.
So Christ came out of where? Out the root of Jesse. He said where? Bethlehem. Don't nothing good come out of Bethlehem, they say.
Right.
But Christ came from there. That's that root. Read.
He hath
no. Read it.
It's Isaiah 53 and 2.
Isaiah 53 and 2. Read.
He hath no form nor comeliness, and when we shall see him, there is no beauty that we should desire.
Let's go to Wisdom of Solomon. Let's go to Wisdom. What I want to Wisdom of Solomon. Go to Wisdom of Solomon. What you got?
Micah 5 and 2.
Go to Wisdom of Solomon 2. Go to Wisdom of Solomon 2. And I think I want. Let me see. 12.
So after Solomon's death, the kingdom was split.
But Solomon prophesied. Now Isaiah prophesied Christ coming in this chapter, and then Solomon prophesied the same thing about Christ. And Solomon's talking about his character, how he was going to be, and how the people, they did not care for it. They didn't care about how Christ was.
That's why Christ walked the earth for 33 years and no one knew he was here.
I don't, instead of start to keep teaching going.
Right.
So I'm gonna read this real quick, and then we can continue on.
Okay,
This is the book of Micah, chapter 5, and verse number 2. But thou, Bethlehem, Ephrathah, though thou be little among the lands of Judah, among the thousands of Judah, yet out of thee shall he come forth unto me, that is to be ruler in Israel, whose going forth hath been from of old, from everlasting. So we see that Yahushai, who in the Hebrew his name is Yahushai, but it's called Jesus, called the Christ, he came from what? Bethlehem, right? Which, hey, they say, like you said, can anything good come out of Bethlehem? Because they said it was the ghetto. That's like them saying, can anything good come out of Lamert Park? Can anything good come out of South Central? Absolutely. That's what it comes to the earth, though. That's what all the sauce is. You understand? And we know that Yahushua, he was the man of his people, right? Hey, matter of fact, he was sent to save his people, pursuant to Matthew 1 and 21. Matter of fact, here, let me go and I'll get that. I'll read that right now.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 1 and verse 21.
Yeah.
And she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Yahushua.
Right.
For he shall save his people.
So you see, he should be a savior of his people. Yahweh Shai. Yah, when you see Yah before another word, it's like it's masculine. He, right? Yahweh Shai meaning to save. To he who saves, right? Now he didn't save his people through a bunch of spookiness. He saved his people by teaching faith, by teaching, coming back to the law, statutes, and commandments, by saying the power is within you. You gotta love your brother. Just saying, hey, the scribes and Pharisees, yes, they sit in Moses' seat. Do what they say, but don't be hypocrites like these dudes. They watch this. How did he save his people? Finish that out. Is that the end of that?
He shall save his people from their sins.
From their sins. He's saying, hey, doing what we did today, you gotta stop sinning. Right? As a matter of fact, one of the ways that we did that he saved them is what? Because we know in Jerusalem, especially under the laws of the Pharisees, it was the plan. They will stone you. They will give you a rock shower. But see, what they was doing, they was sinning and not even realizing that. Give me back to 23 and 23.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 23, and verse 23.
Yeah.
Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites!
What?
For ye pay tithe of mint and anise and cumin, and have omitted the weightier matters of the law.
Like what? So yeah, you doing that. You follow the legal aspects of the law. Yeah.
Judgment.
Huh?
Judgment.
Sound, righteous judgment. Not according to appearance, but according to righteousness. Right? Go ahead. What else?
Mercy.
Yes.
And faith.
Hey, we don't have mercy on our people. We be, hey, what we say, I wish it would.
Right.
We be looking to get retribution on our people. We be looking to come back and retaliate against one of our people without having mercy or understanding. That's what we're talking about, the value of having that understanding. Because when you start to understand your people, you start to develop a mercy and compassion for them, right? So that's a weightier matter of the law. That's what this whole thing is about. That's what we talked about, the understanding of the reason why the Lord gave these commandments the way He did, right? Go ahead.
God. And faith. These ought you to have done, and not to leave the other undone.
So you can't do one without the other. That's why it says all thy getting get you understanding, because you understand the weightier matters of the law. The whole reason for the law was created in the first place. Okay, I yield. Go ahead. You got that?
Con. So let's go back to Isaiah 53. Let's learn about Christ a little bit. Then Isaiah 53, Wisdom of Solomon 2.
Start at verse 2.
Start at verse 2.
God, it's the book of Isaiah, chapter 53 and verse 2. For he shall grow up before him as a tender plant, and as a root out of a dry ground.
Right, we understand that this is Isaiah prophesying about Christ coming from out of Bethlehem. Read.
God, he hath no form nor comeliness.
No form, no. He's not really approachable person to come up to. Right. Read.
When we shall see him, there is no beauty that we should desire him.
Read.
He is despised and rejected of men, a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief.
Right. Read.
And we hid it as it were our faces from him. He was despised, and we esteemed him not.
Right. So right there, we didn't want to listen. We didn't like the words Christ was teaching us. Right. We despise that. Here he go again teaching the law. Here he go again telling us to eat the right things. Here he go again telling us we can't act this way. Matter of fact, I think Christ is breaking the law.
Right.
Because how is he healing men? How is he healing people on the Sabbath day? You're doing work.
Had no understanding.
They had no understanding. Read.
God, surely he hath borne our griefs and carried our sorrows.
That's too important.
Yet we did esteem him stricken and smitten of God.
So he borne our iniquities and our sorrows. That's him dying for our sins. He's covering us, because in the law it says a perfect lamb has to die. Has to be sacrificed. That lamb for us today is Christ. Read.
But he was wounded for our transgressions, and he was bruised for our iniquities. The chastisement of our peace was upon him, and with his stripes we are healed.
So with his stripes we are healed. All of our iniquities was placed upon Christ. In Hebrews, Timothy or Paul, that's debatable, but that writer of that chapter would teach you that if you continue to sin, knowing that you're breaking God's laws, you crucify Christ afresh. Let's read that, Luke 2 and 40.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 2 and verse number 40. And the child grew and waxed strong in spirit.
So that child grew. The Bible teaches that Christ grew in wisdom. If you jump over in the first chapter, it talks about Christ, prophesying about Christ being born, and what the angel was telling his mother. This is what you're going to name your son. Right? He grew in that wisdom. Anything else on that?
And waxed strong in the spirit, filled with wisdom.
Filled with wisdom.
And the grace of God was upon him.
And the grace of God was upon him. Go back to Isaiah 53. Continue reading where you left off.
Verse 6. All we like sheep have gone astray. We have turned everyone to his own way. And the Lord have laid on him the iniquity of us all.
All right, so let's understand something. Let's go to Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 12.
It's the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2 and verse 12. Therefore, let us lie in wait for the righteous.
So we got to lie in wait for the righteous. Who is that righteous, Reed?
Because he is not for our turn.
Was there no righteous people in Solomon's time? There was some righteous people in Solomon's time, but it's a particular righteous person that we must lie in wait for, Reed.
And he is clean contrary to our doings.
This person is clean. His mind is clean. But how he moves, we don't move like that. We don't move like that. We don't want to, to us, it seems unseen to us. But to him, no, this is correct. This is the correct way to live. Read.
He upbraided us with our offending the law.
Right? He tell, hey, y'all, every time he comes around, he go teaching that law again. He go in the synagogue again. Who do you think he is? Who you think you are? But telling us, we big, whoa, you only a 15-year-old boy.
Hey, this the carpenter's son?
This is a carpenter's son? Yo, we've been on this earth for 40 years. These are elders. Who are you?
What school you learn from?
How you gonna teach me this is how I'm supposed to move? How to love my brother, Reed?
And objective to our infamy, the transgressions of our education.
He was rebuking them in the synagogue. What are you guys doing? This is not the way you're supposed to deal with your people. You guys are so righteous of the law, you forgetting to circumcise your hearts, which is in the law. Christ has to teach that.
It says, you may have turned my father's house into a bit of things.
God. And then on top of that, it was some laws that was if you break certain laws, a law of adultery, you're being stoned to death. The law of sodomite, you're being stoned to death. Let's get some feast days. If you not keeping, if you miss Passover, you're cut off from the people. And eventually, if you're cut off from your power source, being around your people, you're eventually going to be led what? To death. Read.
13. He professed to have knowledge of God, and he calleth himself the child of the Lord.
Read that again. Call it and read it.
It's Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2 and verse 13. He professeth to have knowledge of God, and he calleth himself the child of the Lord.
Didn't Christ say that? I am about my Father's business. Read.
God. He was made to reprove our thoughts.
He was made to correct our minds. Yeah, the brother was a sodomite, but he cleansed himself. He's not doing that anymore. You gotta let him come back in. They was idolaters. They was worshiping Zeus. Matter of fact, Paul and Barnabas was teaching to Gentiles. They was heavy in idolatry. Get that in Acts. Get that in Acts. Was that Acts 13? But since they was new in this thing, coming back to the laws of God, soon after they healed, soon after Paul and Barnabas was teaching them, they turned around and started praising the gods in the skies and the stars. And Paul got mad. read that.
He is grievous unto us even to behold.
He is grievous. The way he walked is grievous. We don't want to do that, but I don't. Yo, they was worshiping Zeus, and today's age, they think these crystals and rocks got power. They think that what else idolatry people are in? Astrology. Oh God, astrology. Oh, I'm a Gemini. I'm a Capricorn. I'm not going to mess with you because you a Leo. You don't even know me. The Bible teaches you if you were to get us a friend, you got to establish truth in that individual. That's how you get to know somebody, not by some made up astrology mess because you a darn Capricorn and you're not going to talk to me. You know what? A man's going to the Lord. I'll see you later. I don't want that spirit around me. Read.
God. For his life is not like other men's. His ways are of another fashion.
When Grace was keeping Feast of Tabernacles, right? He kept tabernacles over there. Because as in the time of Moses, a council was going on, and it was just, Christ needed some rest. Christ would enter into the city, and the men that was among them, he would say, let no man that I am here. Because he needed rest. They was constantly coming at him, and it wasn't his time. When they sought to kill him, it wasn't his time, so he had to go and hide, right? Finish reading that.
God.
Let me know when you get to 17.
God. Verse 16, we are esteemed of him as counterfeits. He abstaineth from our ways as from filthiness. He pronounceth the end of the just to be blessed.
He pronounced the ways that the end of the just be blessed, right? Read.
And maketh his boast that God is his father.
And he boasted again. He always, it was never a trinity.
What?
God, Christ and God has always been two different people. And Christ taught you that. Christ said, I am about my Father's business, and I am my Father's son. I am not God. He did not say, I
about my own business.
I'm about my own business, but I have to come down and I got to teach y'all a little something. Yep.
He also says, do not worship me, so worship my Father.
Right. He said, he even told Satan, when Satan presented himself unto him and told him, I was going to give you all the kingdoms of this world, he said, don't not me, but to my Father.
Absolutely.
And even David taught us that in the song, is telling us, not unto us, but all glory goes unto him.
Right. Says, look, for my Father is greater than I.
For my Father is greater than I. You got that?
When you brought to a lower state, you must learn to be patient. You come to serve the Lord, prepare your soul for temptation. Who trust the young was misled in our past generations. No one forsaken, you mistaken if you ain't obeying. No lying on no talebearing. Get thee behind me, Satan. That's my brother, no bloodshed. Get thee behind me, Satan. No idolatry, no adultery.
Thank you for watching. If you wish to donate, you can use Zelle or PayPal. We're the Sons of Thunder. It's our heart's prayer and desire for Israel that they might be saved. Shalom.